Hey guys, it's Along. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys a few of my favorite corner farmland seeds, and also stay tuned to the end of the video for another interesting artifact of the Fringe Lands I found. So we'll start with Glacier, one of the most famous seeds on this version. I actually covered this in a video before. Sorry about the background noise. I actually covered this seed in a video before. On one side, there's a cavern. On one side, there's a completely flat layer at the top, like the roof of the Nether. And the other side, there is a very low sunlit area. So yeah. That's pretty much all there is to it. So now let's click off of this world. And now let's head into a seed that you'll probably recognize in a bit. I won't say it because it's going to show up in the F3 screen. But yeah. So, this seed's corner farmlands are pretty cool looking actually. There is a rather generic looking floating layer at the top. But if we go down below, there is actually a layer that looks almost like normal terrain. Like if we take away this floating island up here and this floating rock, we get like almost normal terrain in the corner farmlands. So you'll recognize that this is actually the seed of my Beta 1.202 Aether investigation world from before. So there is a diagonal line right there. It becomes less exciting toward the Z as we go toward the Z-axis. But if we do tele, 920 and 100, and then 1,4,065,811. You will see the corner farmlands in the seed are pretty interesting as well, and there is also Vis generated right before them. It's pretty interesting. So, yeah, you'll see that there is a high layer right here, and a very low layer below it. There's nothing in between. And if we go out in this direction, we get like almost a perfect side view of the edge farmlands. Which will eventually thicken, and eventually there will be a line of grass blocks. Eventually, a line of grass blocks will appear at this level, but that's over 8 billion blocks out on the x-axis at this z-coordinate. So I will not show that in this video, or at least in this world. So now here's the seed from. So now here's the seed from the. From one of Anthem's old seed showcase videos. Why am I pushed away from the block? That's weird. Alright, I have to turn no clip off. There we go. There, now let's turn no clip on. So this corner farmland looks very generic at the top, but if we dip down below, we will see that it is pretty interesting. You'll see it does look pretty interesting. Like down here, there is this huge, like really open cavernous layer. And there's a very thin layer up here. Which, by the way, is why I will have to fix the falling sand bug here and in this mod as well. Or part of why. But you will see that the layers actually kind of merge into each other. Like there's a huge pillar extending from sea level straight up to the top here. And if I actually teleport to -1 6,000 and then 100, I'm gonna same number again. There, you will see that the corner farmlands in the northwest quadrant in this seed are actually an ocean, which is very rare. So yeah, I'll now show you guys something kind of interesting I found while investigating like the outer reaches of the X Fringe Lands. So, if I go into this X multiplier 1E44 world, you will see that there is very few that I'm around a position around equivalent to around 3.14 times 10 to the 49th on the x-axis. So you will see that there are very few dotted strips that continue generating this far out, because most of the material in the X-Fringe Land will come to a stop at 2.05999962 times 10 to the 49th. But there are a couple strips out here, and one of them actually ends at this point right here, 3.14016 times 10 to the 49th, which is almost exactly the equivalent for depth noise of the 9.17624 times 10 to the 48th mark for low and high noise. So this shows that depth noise actually has a bit of an effect on the Fringe Lands, even though it's overflowing at about 43 million blocks out, is not noticeable in the far lands. Much like the those two bright birds are pecking. By the way, Sophia just pecked beside his tail. God, birds. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, guys, that's about all I got for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and hit the bell and click on all. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell and click on all for all notifications. And see you guys in the next video.